How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Kedman Sports. We're on to team number 8 in Doug Flutie's Maximum Football 2019, where we're creating 130 teams. So today, it's going to be a little bit of a shorter video, just kind of going to do a few things that I've been meaning to do in a video with a team. And we're going to be creating the South Texas State Tusks. And we're just going to kind of go off of that elephant logo. The reason we're going with the elephant logo today is it gives a black and gray color palette, which I think is going to work well for what I want to do. I'm going to try some new things in the uniform, and especially, and just kind of see what things look like moving forward. So as I just said, the main color we're going to roll with is going to be black. Secondary color is going to be a gray. We're going to go with about a 160, 150 range gray. One thing I forgot to note was that South Texas State we're actually going to put in Corpus Christi. So then go ahead, randomize the stadium, and we'll move over to the uniform. And while we're doing this, just want to give a few tidbits as we're starting to move forward through teams. I did see in the comments, gray and yellow team, that is on my list of things to do. I got a couple other things in mind that I want to try out. So we're on to the helmet now. Go ahead and throw the logo on both sides as always, or almost as always. And now for the helmet color, we're just going to roll with a black. This logo, since they put a white outline on it, you could do black, you could do gray, you could even do white. I think they all look good, especially with this color scheme that we're going to be working with. And then as we move over to the face mask and stripes, this is going to kind of go along the same lines as the actual color of the helmet. You could do black, you could do white, you could do gray. I think when you're working with three colors like this, that they're similar but also contrast from each other, you can really use them in almost any combination you want, and they're going to look pretty good. For this one, like I've said, I'm trying out some different things. So gray face mask, and then we're going to go with a single gray stripe down the center of the helmet with a black outline. Something I haven't done. It's going to be a real thin stripe, you can see. But just try new things out here. So we'll move over to the home uniform. Same thing with the font. We're going to use a font that I haven't used yet, and the number actually runs into the nameplate across the chest, so we're just going to eliminate that caption. Just nothing across the chest, and the only thing on the front is going to be the number. For the jersey color, we're going to go with a black jersey. And then for the first time, sleeves are going to be gray. This is something I haven't done yet that I've been meaning to try to see what it looks like. We're just going to go solid gray sleeves all the way through. I think it is going to look a little awkward just because the jersey almost looks like an NBA jersey or a tank top, something along those lines. But it doesn't look horrible when you have colors like this. It kind of works. So another new thing that we haven't done yet that we're trying out, and it kind of works, kind of doesn't. I'll let you be the judge. So have the jersey done, and then the collar. Again, you could go black, you could go gray, you could go white, up to you. I think they're all going to look good here. And then kind of the same thing with the numbers. Obviously you don't want black because it's a black jersey, but gray or white. We're going to go with a gray here. You can kind of tell it's a Oakland Raiders color scheme, so some of these things might look Oakland Raiders-esque, just because when you're using a color scheme that's so iconic to a certain team, you're going to run into things like that. So like the Raiders, we're going to go with gray numbers, and then you don't have to worry about the text because there isn't any. So now transitioning to the pants, this is going to be our first, I believe our first blackout jersey, and we're going to carry that helmet stripe, just that thin stripe, onto the pants as well, because you have the same option here of just kind of doing a thin stripe down the center. So we're going to opt for that, and then we're going to carry that black theme all the way through the socks, and then we'll transition to the away uniform after that. So while I'm finishing up the jersey and I've kind of explained what we're going to do, just want to kind of go over a few things that I'm planning on doing here moving forward. So as I mentioned, saw in the comments, a gray and yellow team is something that you guys would like to see. So that's definitely on my list of things to do. I also have a DCU team, District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., that I want to roll out. Spoiler alert, they're going to be red, white, and blue. Kind of makes sense to have a red, white, and blue team in Washington, D.C. So that's on the docket, and then I also have a Tiffin Tech team in mind. Kind of Tiffin Tech Hydra is what I'm kind of leaning towards, kind of going off of like a Tiffin University type theme. So now that you guys kind of get an idea of where I'm heading after this one, we'll transition over to the away jersey. Now, again, trying new things. I think this might be really the first team that the away jersey is going to be not white. This gray, I think, is light enough that you can use it as an away jersey. I'm not one that really uses gray as a home jersey anyway, so it really shouldn't conflict, and it's something different. So, but we're going to keep the theme from the home jersey, and we're going to go with black sleeves all the way through, just to keep that continuity from the home jersey to the away jersey. Now, again, I think I've said this before, the game only allows for one helmet. I really wish you could do two, because I would definitely do a blackout jersey at home and either like a gray out or a white out jersey on the road for this team. But since you only have the one helmet, you can't really do that. You have to pick and choose one or the other. But anyway, collar, we'll throw gray on the collar, just to kind of stick with the theme of keeping the collar the same as the jersey like we did on the home side. And then we'll transition over to the number. You could do either one, black or white. I think either is going to look good, but we're going to use black just to kind of keep everything uniform from the home jersey. Nothing needed for text because there isn't any. And then pants, I am going to do as much gray on this jersey or on this uniform as I can. So we are going to do gray pants with the black stripe and gray socks. So from there, you're pretty much done with this team. Pretty simplistic, basic color scheme, but it doesn't look horrible. Tried some new things. I don't think any of them really look too bad. None of them are. None of the things that I did here just blowing my socks off that I just have to do it with another team. But none of them are so bad that I'll never do it again. So just kind of an exploratory team to see what's out there, see what we can do, and try to make each team as unique as possible. We're already 8 teams in of 130, and so you kind of have to start getting creative of how to make each team look different. So thank you for watching. That's the team. That's the video. If you liked it, go ahead and subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. Put notifications on. Like I said, this is just team 8 of 130, so we have a lot more to go. And I appreciate everyone watching. I hope you're enjoying it. Drop in the comments any suggestions you might have.